It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Thousands of public school students across the Hunter are returning to the classroom full-time this morning after weeks of remote learning. Plans for a return to school by term 3 have been brought forward based on the latest health advice. Extra public transport staff are on hand to help people returning to work to adhere to social distancing requirements. Students on school buses won't be forced to separate. However, the government is urging parents to consider driving their children to school if possible to ease the burden on the public transport system. A 40-year-old man has a date in court in September after allegedly being caught more than 4 times over the limit near Singleton last night. Police say he lost control of his Ford Falcon and crashed through a fence into a paddock on Dunolly Road just before 6:30, with a roadside breath test returning a positive reading. The man was arrested and taken to Singleton Police Station, where it's alleged he returned a blood alcohol reading of .214. He's been charged with high-range PCA and will face Singleton Court on September 3. The federal government has dropped its proposal for a biosecurity imports levy on incoming shipping containers to the Port of Newcastle and other ports across Australia. The levy was expected to raise $300 million to fill the gaps in Australia's national biosecurity system, including the risk posed by cruise ships. Mike Gallagher from Ports Australia says the levy faced heavy criticism for its lack of industry consultation, and the government must ensure it finds another way to fund biosecurity efforts.
The government needs to double its efforts in terms of ensuring that there is funding for much-needed biosecurity work right around the country, not just at ports but at airports as well. It assists our farmers and it assists the wider community. There's no way that we as a community can step away from it. We've just got to continue to support the government in terms of its priorities within government to make sure the money's there.
Hundreds of residents and business owners in Newcastle have applied to have their council rates deferred as a result of financial hardship due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The owners of 410 properties are seeking to defer a total of $965,000. They'll be able to pay their rates in interest-free instalments over 15 months. Council has also approved rate reductions on city-owned buildings, saving tenants $28,000 a week. The Hunter Melanoma Foundation is assisting local residents, even in isolation, by releasing a new video on how to check your skin. The new video has been in the works for a while as COVID-19 prevented other fundraising efforts from going ahead. Foundation Executive Officer Claudia Tolhurst says they aim to assist Hunter residents in any way, including making the video available in multiple locations online.
Everything we do at the Hunter Melanoma Foundation we do in the Hunter. So we raise our money here, we spend our money here, we support our patients here and we educate the community here. So the video is accessible on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel or on our website hmf.org.au.
2 major thoroughfares at East Maitland are set to benefit from the state government's COVID-19 stimulus package. Road resurfacing is getting underway later this week on Lindsay Street and Raymond Terrace Road. $700,000 has been allocated to the project.
2NURFM Sport.
Ex-Brisbane Bronco hooker Andrew McCulloch could find himself starting the Newcastle Knights Round 3 clash against the Panthers next weekend. The 30-year-old will train with the squad for the first time today, while coach Adam O'Brien determines whether or not he'll make the selection frame. O'Brien says McCulloch has plenty of motivation for the role, and he isn't ruling him out just yet. 24-year-old Chris Randall and utility Colin Watson are also in consideration for the team's hooking duties. Newcastle North Stars and Ice Skating Stadium General Manager Gary Dorr is doubtful about the ice hockey team's revamped season. Travel restrictions are still in place for South Australia and WA, while venues across the country, including Warners Bay, are still shut down. North Stars captain Robert Malloy says this is a good opportunity to take a deep breath and push the reset button. And Swan Bay Greyhound trainer Alan Ivers will look to Sketchy Fabio and Sketchy Halo at Gosford tonight to keep his run going after a winning double at the Gardens on Saturday. And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 30, 45, 1, 21, 32 and 25, and the supplementaries are 31 and 38. 2NURFM News Time, 25 to 9.